b3 is an uninspiring move that prepares to bring the bishop to b2 and attack the center later. d5 is a solid move that takes control of the center after white's cautious first move. Bishop b2 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This misses an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. This is not the right idea. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Right on target. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This offers an equal trade of pieces. Very precise. This forces the opponent to double pawns. A clear recapture. This is the strongest option. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. This misses an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square. This is the only move that works. Right on target. This loses material. White develops the knight and attacks the center. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. Very precise. White activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This misses an opportunity to attack a pawn chain. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. A solid choice. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This allows the knight to control more squares. This is an equal trade. A straightforward recapture. This moves the bishop to safety. The bishop finds a new active square. This attacks white's pawn chain. That was a free pawn. This is a fair move. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This misses a much better move. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Takes back. This misses an opportunity to block an attack on a vulnerable queen. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a rook. A strong move, occupying an outpost square and keeping the initiative. This moves the rook to safety. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This is the strongest option. It is best to avoid doubled isolated pawns. This threatens to win material through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through a fork. This loses a pawn. Right on target. This gives away a free pawn. That pawn was free for the taking. Very precise. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This is the only good move. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This misses an opportunity to kick a queen. This is the only move that works. This is the strongest option. This adds pressure by pinning a rook. The rook moves out of a pin while also providing critical defense to a piece. This is an equal trade. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. There was only one good move there. A straightforward recapture. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. One of the best moves. That's fine. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. The pawn is now adequately defended. This is a fair move. This threatens to win material by pinning a piece. This stops the opponent from being able to win material by pinning a piece. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This threatens to win material by adding pressure to a pinned piece. Right on target. Very precise. This steps away from the checking rook. This is the strongest option. This misses a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it. There was only one good move there. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it. There was only one good move there. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. A clear recapture. This misses an opportunity to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. This steps away from the checking rook. This threatens to checkmate the king. This permits the opponent to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. This overlooks an opportunity to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. This evades the check from the rook. This threatens to checkmate the king. This allows the opponent to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. This misses an opportunity to use a rook to counter a passed pawn.